set 1,000 years before The Witcher.
It explores part of the lore of The Witcher that hasn't been explored before.
There are monsters like we've never seen before. There are monsters like we've never seen before. There are monsters like we've never seen before.
What the hell is even that?
This is going to be my review of episode 2 of this annoyingly bad series we call The Witcher Blood Origin. As I said in my previous video, I made the mistake of paying for my Netflix this month and I thought this was going to be a good show, but no. Let's assume that you don't mind the wokeness. Let's assume that you don't even care about the lore of The Witcher. Is there a good show here? My answer to you is
No.
The episode starts with some dwarf chick. Who is she? Where did she come from? She just enters the story like that. And she enters a certain tavern looking for a certain elf who murdered her lover. And what I hate the most is the dialogue where this guy says,
"Do yourself a favor and fuck the fucking fuck off!"
The dialogue is so bad. That same fuckity fuck thing was also said in the first episode. It was the very first line. Everyone is talking about how the very first line of the show is the F word being said in several variations. And then you see her leaving the tavern place and she's talking to her hammer.
Fair enough, Gwen. Good point.
This woman is talking to her hammer. She's talking to her hammer as a way of expositing nonsense to you. She's talking to her hammer as a way of conveying plot lines to you. Like the best way for them to be able to convey what her character is all about is have her talk to her hammer. Her hammer. God! Her hammer of all things is what she's talking to so that she can exposit plot to you. They could have just had maybe like a locket or something. You know, they could have just had a locket, a picture of her lover inside there, and she's talking to the locket. That would have even seemed better than her hammer talking to an inanimate object. And then what irritates me the most about this scene is she goes through the entire tavern, or is it a lodging or whatever, just bodying people. That tiny dwarf lady goes around bodying people. How? She goes around bodying people and then she's so small. She's going from floor to floor. Show is incredibly stupid. Then we see this scene that is representative of how bad the dialogue is in this show.
If we'd have any chances in Treya, we're gonna need more bodies.
Sell swords. Doable for the right coin.
That's literally the same thing. The three of you just said the same thing differently. The first person just said, we need more bodies, which means they need more soldiers. Then the second person says, soldiers. Then the third person says, soldiers for hire. It's literally the same thing. The dialogue is very redundant.
But without coin for sellswords, they were no more than specks of dust against an empire.
The narration here is incredibly dumb. I hate the narration of this show. It treats the viewer like the viewer is so stupid. It's as if, do I really need narration to tell me that our main characters need money and money to buy soldiers so that they can fight the empire and take it down? Do I really need narration to tell me that? They walk into this bank and then they see this poster, this wanted poster for the two main characters. The banker at the desk, he said,
"You know what they say about elves that carry big axes?
That when an elf has a big axe, it's meant to represent something." This is meant to be a joke about dicks, basically. It's meant to be a joke about having a small wee-wee. And what do you know? When you go to their wanted poster, the dude has a picture of a wee-wee on his face. My God, this show. Then some mercenaries or soldiers or whatever show up to take down our main characters. And Chinese lady says, these soldiers are battle-hardened, elite. There was no need to tell us this. This exposition is incredibly redundant. We have eyes as viewers. We can tell what we are about to see. You can't tell us that they are battle-hardened and elite. Like, you should be showing us. You shouldn't be telling us this. And then the most stupid contrivance happens, which is the dark-skinned lady, the main character lady, she finds a knife on the desk. You're telling me when that banker dude bounced and disappeared through the floorboards. He left a knife on the desk. What? He left a precious knife on the desk so that the main character can use it. Incredibly contrived. These soldiers that were described as battle-hardened and elite, they go out like little bitches, and I don't understand why are they getting stabbed through their armor. Their armor is useless. They are getting stabbed right through the armor. The fight scene here is incredibly bad. If you watch it slowly, you'll notice so many stupid things. Like, look right here. I don't know if you noticed this, but the Chinese lady, she blocks the guy on her left, and then she attacks the guy on the right. So that makes you wonder, what is the guy on the left doing? Is he just waiting for her to respond? And then the dude pulls her shield, and the shield is wrapped around her arm. Instead of pulling back, she just lets him have the shield. Like, what is this action sequence? She says, get back in formation. And I'm wondering to myself, what do you mean get back in formation? The formation was the dark-skinned lady is in the back and the two of you are at the front. She hasn't broken formation, really. Then after they beat these soldiers and the others start leaving the room, suddenly a fire starts. How did the fire start? Don't know. The script just happens because it needs to happen. When they were walking towards the bank, they weren't starting a fire or anything. So how did the fire start? We don't know. Then we cut to our princess back in her weird-looking castle place that looks like an upside-down book that's open. And someone tries to assassinate her. Where did the assassin come from? Don't know. And that's what I hate the most about this show. Events just happen. Imagine how big that building is to go looking for the princess. And then you just bump into her when you turn a corner. This dude tries to kill her. And then the person who saves her is just a few feet away. Where does he come from? Don't know. It just happens. I love the dialogue here. This girl says,
You saved me.
No, I did it without thinking.
The girl says, you saved me. And the guy says, no. That's the same case with episode 1. The girl said, you saved me. And the dog clan dude says, you saved yourself.
You saved us. You saved me.
You saved yourself.
Why? Why is no one in this show allowed to say that they saved the princess? It's like men cannot take credit for saving this woman. Then she says that she's going to leave the palace place so that she can go see how the lowborn are living out there. This is incredibly dumb because she just came from being attacked. Why are there no guards at her door? How is she able to just leave the palace? There should be guards everywhere after they tried to assassinate her. While she's walking the streets, she brushes shoulders with this dude called Eredin. And Eredin doesn't even look behind. They just collide with each other. I mean, how many times does someone hit you in the shoulder while on the street and then you don't look behind? It only happens that he doesn't look behind because, well, we need the plot to keep moving and she noticed him, but he doesn't notice her. So we need the story to keep going so that she can follow him. And then when he gets inside there, he meets his gay lover and Eredin tells his gay lover, you effed me. I'm like, I know what he was trying to say. It was supposed to mean you messed me up, but they're a gay couple. It's meant to, like, prepare you for their kissing scene, which was made such a big deal in the Witcher Blood Origin marketing material.
It has the first kiss between two men in the show.
They talk about the merchants knew to flee, blah, blah, blah. But this happened off screen. And that's what I hate. We are never shown. That's the problem with this show. Stuff that you told stuff through dialogue and exposition, but you never see it happening on screen. Then they cut to our favorite Black Gandalf character, just spouting exposition for a couple of seconds, and then they cut away to someone else. God. Then they have this new Mohawk-looking dude. He shows up to find the Chinese chick is, as he said, in a bad place. And you know what I find funny about this scene? Is that the dark-skinned chick, our main character, doesn't immediately just throw daggers at him. The way she typically throws daggers at everyone. I'm surprised that he was standing there ready to, looking all dangerous to the Chinese chick. And then our black character, the black female chick, who typically throws daggers at everyone she finds dangerous, doesn't do it immediately. You wrote her character to be throwing daggers all the time, but she doesn't immediately throw daggers at this guy. Then the worst part of the dialogue of this episode happens. The Mohawk man says, "Let's just say I am good for the story."
Let's just say I'm one for a good story. I think that you might be the start of one.
He says, let's just say I am good for the story. Like, the dialogue here is so bad. The dialogue is literally telling you what the plot is about. That I am about to join the story, and the girl is the one who is driving the story forward. God! It's so stupid. He was hunting them for a bounty. We are shown a scene where he's looking at their bounty poster. He was hunting them for their bounty, and then suddenly, well, they meet up, they talk a bit, and they're like, well, I'm joining you guys now. How does this make any sense? Then he says, I'll take you to a healer. Wow, how convenient that the dude who was following you guys to get your bounties and your heads has a healer, knows a healer who can cure the Chinese character. How incredibly contrived and convenient. Then they go through some mist and they end up meeting some chick who looks like Daenerys Targaryen and Damian Marley, and yeah, that dude looks like Damian Marley, right? And I hate the way the narration says, then the 3 became 4.
Take us to your healer.
And so, 3 became 4.
I have eyes. I can see. Yes, I can see that the 3 have become 4. Thank you so much. Then the story cuts back to the dwarf who we started with in the first episode. You see, the problem with trying to juggle so many characters is you end up losing balance. You don't know how to balance telling the story of all these characters.
It's all about the little things, isn't it? When you think about it. The little traces we leave behind of ourselves. Our little tells.
You get it? You get there, she keeps saying little. She's saying little because, you know, she's small, you know?
I'm just missing you by a bee's dick sometimes.
You see there, she's talking about a bee's dick. Yeah, like, why do you have to shame men for having a small wee-wee? Just let men have a small wee-wee in peace, you know?
I loved her, you see.
I can't believe they are making the dwarf character a lesbian. I can't believe it. It's so woke. You know, in wokeness, they typically have a character who serves a role. So this character isn't just serving the dwarf role, she's also serving the lesbian role. And then I also realized that she found this dude off screen. The episode starts with her finding the guy. We don't see her find the guy, we just see her killing the guy. She found him off screen. Then we cut back to Lenny Henry and his Black Gandalf act. And he has found some children off screen.
White hot, unstoppable. It felt like pure chaos.
Oh my god, this freaking series telling you that chaos magic felt chaotic. My god. The people who wrote this script think their audience are 5-year-olds. My god.
Then apart.
The gods brought us together. There's meaning in that.
The gods did not bring you together. If I remember correctly, the black chick and the elf guy from Dog Clan, they had to walk for miles to find you in the desert. So don't say that it was fate or gods who brought you together. They literally had to go find you. And then these guards over here, they are taken out like little bitches. Then they go, imagine the princess and Black Gandalf put guards to guard the monolith, and they put some guys who just go out like little bitches. And then they go to another world, and then they find this weird looking CGI monster that has been CGI'd so badly. The first time I saw it, I just laughed. This series is painful to watch. It is an insult to human intelligence. Smash like, subscribe. Please. I've gone through enough. I can't believe there's 2 more episodes to review.